Hey there, we're here to read another section of the Big Book of Poetry, and we're kind of over toward the middle of the book, and we're reading the second section of the chapter, People and Places. We're starting up with the one entitled Child of the Sun on page 75. Child of the Sun is written by Lillian M. Fisher. I am child of sand and sun, of open space and sky, where mesa tabletops lie bare and purple buttes are high. My blood flows back 1,000 years to people strong and good, who tamed this land of little rain where others never could. We made our homes of rock and earth and worked the farms below, carried water from the stream that sometimes did not flow. We starved. We fought our enemies, but we loved and laughed and prayed, and even in the darkest times, somehow, we stayed. Then others came to change our lives. We struggled and kept our ways. We loved our past, our ancient ones, and clung to yesterdays. I am a child of my ancestors, proud child of sand and sun. We make our home on mesa tops, and my people, we are one. The Postman Song by Margaret Wise Brown. What will the postman bring today? A letter from a sailor who has sailed away. A letter with a stamp from Mandalay and a funny postcard from Casco Bay. Oh, what will the postman bring next week? A letter from a man who's afraid to speak, or a package of fish from Chesapeake. Oh, what will the postman bring next week? For what he'll bring you'll never know. The mail may be fast or the mail may be slow. The wind may blow and the snow may snow, but the mail must go through. Through snow and rain and sleet and hail, 7 little postmen carry the mail. Through sleet and snow and dark of night, put a stamp on your letter and seal it tight. The Park, written by James S. Tippett. I'm glad that I live near a park, for in the winter, after dark, the park lights shine as bright and still as dandelions on a hill. So many nights, blue nights, brown nights, and sudden lights, and deep black nights of stars and cars and airplanes, and soft gray nights when it rains, and blue nights with a foggy moon smoking in the trees, and pink and red nights above great cities, and silver nights all filled with stars, and misty nights when a white mist drifts and lifts over the white top fields, and purple nights beyond the lights of your own room, and blue snowy nights, and night that is just dark, bright night. This is another one written by Margaret Wise Brown. Manhattan Lullaby. Now lighted windows climb the dark, the streets are dim with snow, like tireless beetles. Amber-eyed the creeping taxis go. Cars roar through the caverns made of steel, shrill sounds the siren horn, and people dance and die and wed, and boys like you are born. Those are the words of Rachel Field. Once Upon a Time is a poem that's a collaboration between Bill Martin Jr. and Michael Sampson. The storyteller came to town to share his gifts sublime. Tell it again, storyteller, tell it again. Once upon a time, tell it again, storyteller, tell it again. Doors flew open to him, kings begged him not depart, and children tucked his stories in the pockets of their heart. Tell it again, storyteller, tell it again. Once upon a time. Tell it again, storyteller, tell it again. He told of scary ghosts and of witches who became toast, of knights of old and outlaws bold. Oh, once upon a time. Tell it again, storyteller. Tell it again.